Okay, here we go. All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Zoom call, our Monday night Zoom call. My name is James Sanderson, and I've been involved with the company now for 27 years. But it's been utterly amazing, and it continues to get more and more amazing all the time. I've just been down in Brighton today doing one-to-ones, or actually in Lewis. And I was in the same room as Zoe. Is it Zoe Ball and Fat Boy Slim? Yeah. And I didn't go up to them because I thought, oh, that's so chronic. But anyway, I saw them in the room and they looked very buzzy. Anyway, so we're gearing up, obviously, for some fantastic events. But in the meantime, of course, we've got a huge amount of really, really exciting things happening. So first of all, I just want to welcome everybody onto the call. Now, we can't go around absolutely everywhere, but I know that we've got people all from, very international, of course. We've got people from Wales. We've got people from Germany, Vinay from Germany.
Hi.
We got Patrick from Stockholm. We have got our friends from Marbella who seem to have disappeared just for the moment. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So look, we've got a very international call tonight, and believe it or not, we've also got some people on from England. That's exciting. Right. So let me just tell you what we're going to be doing this evening. We're going to be focusing on social media, and we're going to be focusing particularly on how we can really utilize social media to build our businesses, and most importantly, recruit new people into our businesses, and obviously recruit new customers. And of course, those are both one and the same. Now, we're going to be making reference to this book, which I hope a number of people have read, but we're going to be making reference to this book. Which you may not have come across, but it's called Network Marketing for Facebook by Jim Lupkin and Brian Carter. An absolutely brilliant book. So we're going to look at an overview of the last 3 years and the importance of social media, first of all. We're then going to do a quick review of the book. We're then going to talk about strategies that are working. And I'm going to ask James Knight to say a particular piece about that. And then we're going to ask a number of other people to share as well. And I really want to make this as inclusive as possible this evening, because we are all learning together. So I don't think any of us would be absolute experts in this, but we're all learning. I was just in the US over the summer, and I met a woman there who'd got 1.3 million people following her on Facebook. So I think that we are still kind of in the kindergarten here in comparison with the US in terms of how they're treating the internet and the whole issue of social media. So we've got a lot to learn, but it's very, very exciting. And I particularly find it massively stimulating to be in this position right this moment where, it is a huge challenge, but we relish a challenge. Right, so let me just talk to you very quickly about what I perceive has happened over the last 3 years. Now, as I said, I've been involved with the business for 27 years now. And suddenly something happened 3 years ago when someone called Katie Ravey came into the business. Now, Katie Ravey has now been overtaken by a number of other people, but she was absolutely critical in terms of how she viewed the business, because she saw an opportunity to present our business and our product through social media. And she had an absolutely spectacular growth. And she achieved in a relatively short period of time what some people wouldn't have achieved in 5 years, or 10 years even. So what was really going on? Well, she was accessing, needless to say, the biggest market in the world. And that, of course, is the world in the sense of social media. So it's been a very, very fascinating thing. And I think some people have been looking at it and saying, oh my God, how do I get into this? And how can I really take advantage of this? But that's what this evening is all about. It's all about the fact that we are all learning to take advantage of this most amazing thing that we have now at our fingertips, which is the internet, and particularly social media, and particularly Facebook. All right. So let's just talk a little bit about this book, Network Marketing for Facebook. So I can't see everybody now, but if you actually have read this book, could you just sort of raise your hand? So can I just see some hands? Yeah, I can see a number of hands going up. Right, now, if you haven't read it, you're missing out because it's a fantastic book. And I'm just going to give you some of the key points that I got from it. So what did I get from this? And there are sort of 12 really key things that I got from this. The first thing that I got is that our business obviously is all about building relationships, and Facebook and social media enables us to develop relationships at a far faster speed. So this is a dream for network marketing. It's all about relationships, but we can move now much, much faster. The other thing that I learned, the second thing I learned, was all about graph search. Now, I spoke to someone today that I was working with who I would consider to be quite an expert in social media. And I said, oh, well, I bet you know all about graph search. She said, no, what's that? So graph search is something which is a very, very key component of Facebook, and it enables us to connect with new people through search phases. So, for example, and in the book in chapter 11, they talk about the fact that we can now connect with people that we know already, friends of our friends, people from our hometown, people where we currently live, people who went to the same school or college, people with similar interests, people who use similar products. It's very, very comprehensive what we can do now. The other thing that I learned was that it's essential that we share more about ourselves on Facebook. People want to know us, and they want to know more about our history. And they recommend that we would change our profile picture, that we would talk in much more detail in our history about ourselves. They also talk about, this is an interesting thing, about connecting with 10 Facebook friends a day. Getting to know 10 people on Facebook that perhaps you haven't met before. That's an interesting one. They also talk about sharing 80% of our posts should be about personal things, and 20% should be about business. It's interesting. They say that we should always, they encourage us to always comment on other people's posts, but to try to comment from the heart. I know, time, but it's really, really good to comment from the heart with people, because we're far more likely to connect. Anyway, that's what they say. They say also that this is all about creating relationships and not prospects. So if we focus on Facebook in terms of creating relationships and not prospects, we build friendships, we share our passion, focus on what people want. That's very important. Not all about what I want. It's all about the fact that I've got something for you. It's all about visibility, viability, and value. So it's not all about just being visible. It's all about being viable. And it's also about offering a value through what we're posting on Facebook. Do you have a social media plan for the week? That's what we're encouraged to do with this book. So again, it's very interesting. It's all about a strategy. But they also say that Facebook can be a distraction, and we must be very disciplined in terms of how we use Facebook. And most importantly, the number one thing, and this is what Simon Bowler always says to me, he says to me, James, what is your brand on Facebook? What is your brand on Facebook? If we develop a brand on Facebook, we're much, much more likely to have many, many more people interacting with us and following us. So that's just a little bit. I didn't want to spend too much time on that, because obviously, we can all read the book, so we can all get our impressions. But does anyone have, if you just raise your hand, has anybody read the book and you would like to give us your feedback very quickly? And if you just raise your hand, and I'll try and see you. And so has anyone got something particular that they'd like to say about the book? Yeah. Paula, I know I just spoke to you briefly before but is there something that you could just tell us a little bit about the book?
Just unmute myself.
Yeah, and David, you want to speak about it as well. Okay, so Paula, yeah, if you could just unmute yourself and just let us know a little bit about your impressions of the book.
Has that worked?
Yeah, you're on there. Yeah, you're right.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I mean, I to be honest, I haven't finished it all, and I've only just started doing Facebook probably in the last 18 months. And obviously when I came in the business a year ago was when, I've been making more effort. But what I did get out of the book was how to, you need to connect with your Facebook friends rather than just put your things on, and also maybe some of their posts, to actually connect with them, send private messages to people. So what I've been doing over the last few weeks is sending message to people, hi, how are you? Haven't spoke to you for ages. How's things going? And then to people that I know a little bit better, sending the message of, I've got a new business and I'm looking to build a new team, and looking for new people on board, and saying the thing, it might not be for you, but do you know anyone else who's interested? So I've had, people who are saying, well, look, I'm going to look through my friends and get back to you. And other people also as well is...
And Paula, what was the number one thing that you got from the book?
Really just to connect with your friends, really, rather than just, just have them as friends there and not really connect with them.
Okay, cool. All right,
so
brilliant.
far, as I said, I haven't finished it all, so that's, just what I got.
Perfect. Thank you very much indeed. That's absolutely wonderful. So, Vinay, you were just going to talk very quickly about the book. Can you just let us know what your impressions particularly is about the book? Yeah. Yeah. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah, go on.
Oh.
What was your impression about the book?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah.
Okay, great. What I found very interesting from the book was to make some lists on Facebook. You can make lists about your friends, or you know them from school. So you make your list about who you got to know just recently, who you talked about to Juice Plus. Like this, you keep an overview on what content you communicated with some people on Facebook. That's number one. Number two is, yes, it's very much true. Post 80% personal stuff, 20% business. And then when you post personal stuff, post something valuable, something people, find very valuable for them. Maybe that you quote someone, or maybe that you share some experience, but put some value on your Facebook.
Okay.
That's also very important. These two things I can recommend very much. And then also number three, you see I can't stop. But number three is, if you take daily 5 minutes time and you go, like Facebook recommends you, or you might know this person or this person, right? So either you connect, you don't connect with totally strangers, but you connect with people who are connected to people you are connected to. And these people you connect, and when you connect them, you send them a personal message, like saying, hi, it's great connecting with you, and I hope to a very good exchange about whatsoever. And so this is very important, to send them, not to post them on their wall saying thank you that you confirmed my friendship. No, but send them a personal message. That's very important.
Good, super.
Okay.
Thanks very much. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. All right, so let's move on now. No, it's perfect. So James Knight, are you there? James? Oh, sorry, David. Let me just ask you, David, you said you got an impression on the book. David, what would you like to say?
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to get some other people's opinions, actually, or offer some thought about.
Well, David, it's got to be particularly about the book now, particularly
Yep.
about your impression on the book.
Yes, it's about the book. It's about what the book says about Facebook branding. On my Facebook page, I've been using my page for some years, and I've branded myself around what I do in music.
Right.
And I wondered what other people's view was about if you've been using your Facebook for something else and then you try and use it for Juice Plus, whether that's actually sending out a confusing message, or whether you should do something that I've seen other people doing and actually setting up a sort of a David Hampton official type page, not profile, not a page, a different profile that is specifically for using this kind of doing this kind of thing.
Okay, cool, David. We'll come back to that. That's a very, very good point. Okay, super. Because the thing about this is that there's so many different things we could talk about here, but we've just got to sort of keep going with the program. But that's brilliant. We take that on board, and thank you for that. All right. So now, James, let's just go to you now. James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
So, James, what we want to talk about now is strategies that are actually working. So things that you are doing. So not theory now. We're not talking about theory. We're talking about stuff that we're actually doing. So can you just tell us a little bit about what you're up to and what you're finding is working for you?
Well, social media is a really important part of this business. I mean, for so long, we've spent so much time about the one-to-one and face value, which is still really important. I don't think there's anything more important than trying to get someone face-to-face. If you can do that, that's the best way, in my eyes, to build a relationship with people. But social media connects you with the cold market, and I say it's the best market, because if you can attract people to you through social media, it's not as hard to sign them up, and they're attracted to you because of your values and what the value you give to their lives. But there's two different things. So you can use your personal profile for so much. Now you can get a lot of followers that, you know, I've got 5,000 friends on my Facebook, so I can't take any more, but you know, you could have a few thousand more people following you, and that's great. The problem is your personal profile, what you put on that news feed, doesn't go out to all your friends. And ask yourself this question: if you've got, like, say, an average of like 500, 1,000 friends on your Facebook or whatever, I guarantee that you haven't seen 2/3 of those people's feeds for months to years on end, and you wonder why. You know, because the reason why is Facebook's really clever, because you haven't engaged with them and they haven't engaged with your posts for so long that you never see their feeds. I'm sure you would probably all agree with that when you just think, yeah, I actually haven't seen it. And the reason why is because I think it's around about 3% of your actual friends actually see your feeds. So your personal profile, in order to build a business from, isn't always well, I don't think it's the best option at all. So this is what's working for me.
Great. So James, tell us what are you doing on a daily basis with Facebook?
So on your on my personal, what I'm looking at doing is attraction marketing, right? And this is both my profile page on my like page as well as my normal profile page. So don't forget, you know, with your personal page now, you may want to just try and change the way you are, in a sense. I won't post anything like, you know, going out and getting drunk or, you know, eating crap on there or anything. Not trying to make any negative points. If you can, I put a negative post about 2 months ago, and Charlotte had a right go at me, so I had to take it. So basically, you know, you've got to really make sure that every day, even on your personal profile, you're inspiring your lifestyle, your story, your journey. Maybe every now and then you're inspiring others, you're adding value to people's lives, okay? And what that does is, that's what's called attraction marketing. And what that does, that draws people to you, and it allows people to be a part of your life and engage with you. But what I will strongly advise everyone on this page is to set up a business-like page. It's called a business page, right? And you can easily set these up. Now, what this will allow you to do, okay, is have a much more professional image. All right. So I've just recently set up a new one. I've got a fitness one, which is really, really successful. So you can build your audience through that. But if you set up a business one of network marketing, say, mine's called a Plan B. Now I've got the right to that, so none of you can take it, right? But you can change your own names and stuff like that. So whatever values to you. Now people want to know what a Plan B is, right? Now what I've done, I do this all the time. I'm not saying for you to do it, but even on your business page, it will only go out so far, and it's called an organic feed. If you want to build an audience on an organic feed, it takes so damn long for you to do it, because Facebook wants to make money out of you. So you've got to decide on, with this business page, this is what I do every 3 or 4 days. I try to build my audience, and then the following 3 to 4 days, B, I try to boost an advert. So on your business page, again, you can't mention anything about you can't put your Juice Plus status or anything like that on. You can't do that. On your business page, try and put 3 to 6 posts. This is what I've been told, and it does work. 3 to 6 posts every day. Education, you know, a reason why maybe people might want to join, so your story, what you're doing that day. Videos add so much engagement, guys. And do you know what? As soon as you start worrying what people think about you, the faster you can move with this business. Because what this page will do is you don't want to get your friends to like it. Okay, it's not about your friends all the time. It's actually, you want to build an audience that people are attracted to your page from a cold market because of what you're doing and how much value you're offering. So say on a daily basis, say on my fitness page I do it, but say on this page now, you might put an inspirational quote of the day. So people start, you know, thinking about, you might put a video about network marketing on there. You might put a video about what you're doing today, a video about you training and getting out and walking. You don't have to be an athlete, but share your journey. You know, about on a Monday morning, why people are commuting to work every single day on the Monday morning, say, you know, fantastic, you know, love Mondays. That annoys people. They want to know why you love a Monday, right? So things like that you can do. But education and really helping people, like I can't remember who the gentleman said, adding value to them. So think about, rather than trying to make a sale all the time, think about how you can help people, you know, with their lives by educating them every single day on maybe network marketing or health, inspiration, menus, recipes, share your food, anything and everything. If you're doing that every single day, you're drawing people in. But the key is, if you want to do an advert about, say, an event or getting people to your business, this is what my business page is about, getting people to come to and join my business. Not so much the product, it's about the business to get that. So what I do is I'll put an advert out with a video, and I have done ones that are too long. I'm experimenting with it, but you can get your business page and you go you create an ad, and then the great thing is you can have a picture or a video, you know, and a short sort of message, and you can actually develop a little link on there where they can click on it and fill out a questionnaire through what's called Woofu. Okay, really, really simple, all right? And it just makes it really a much better way of doing it. What you're doing is people watch your video and you've created that ad, and then you can boost that ad. And when you do that, you can actually pick area which you want it boosted to. So you can say pick London or Cardiff. You can pick the age group, the sex or gender. Okay, so if you want females for your business between 35 and 50, you do it. You can basically really sort of narrow down, even using keywords like people who are interested in GoPro, or, you know, different names of people that are network marketing. People have shown interest in it. And what that will do is you've created that ad and you've decided what attraction you want to draw to it. And you could put a budget on it between, I think it's about £3.50 a day for as long as you want. Maximum, I do usually about £13, £14 a day for 3 days. It depends on, you know, how much money you want to put into it. But I kid you not, it really works. And then like I said, every 3 or 4 days, I'll then boost my page to draw an audience to that page. And since using that in my fitness business, it's just exploded everything. I realize now that I'm adding value into people's lives every day selflessly, I'm getting smarter with network marketing, with Facebook, and going, all right, maybe I need to put a little bit of money into it. Rather than having that cup of coffee per day, I'm putting £3.50 a day into it, into my page. And it's building an audience of, say, 100 likes over 3 or 4 days. That's 100 people that are actually attracted to that page because they like what they see.
Great.
So, sorry, just to finish, use books by all means, but Facebook moves so fast. They reckon every year things that happen then won't happen now. YouTube is a great tool for learning. Type in, you know, post engagement on Facebook or things like that. There's great videos that do it, which will link you to webinars. If you get a chance, guys, seriously, get on webinars and invest a little bit of money into learning the power of Facebook and other social media, because it will really make you think. You will earn money while you sleep when you've got an ad out that's, you know, running 24/7 to an attraction market, what you've got.
Perfect. James, that's gold. Absolute gold dust. Brilliant. Thank you very, very much. All right,
No
so
problem.
let's move on, and let's just go now. Now we're just going to do a sort of half a minute or a half a minute or so from a number of different people. So I want to go now to Stockholm. Patrick, are you there? Patrick, are you
Yeah,
still
I'm here.
making? Oh, Patrick, great. And we're going to see the most amazing backdrop now as Patrick comes on. Patrick, you speak, and your backdrop will come on.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Now I want to ask you a question. You told me that you've been doing something on Facebook and you've been getting some great results. What have you been doing?
First of all, we created some groups, one for the product and one for people who are interested in network marketing. And we invite them to one of these groups.
Okay.
Always gives them information about what's happening and motivation videos and stuff like that. And that's creating something. And then I also get out a message. I did it last month when I searched for people to learn about network marketing. And the first time I get 2 people interested. And now I did the second time I get 8 people interested.
And what did you put up there, Patrick, to get that?
Yesterday I made a search for 2 people that's interested in getting into network marketing. I didn't tell them about network marketing. I tell them that I searched 2 people that's want to be interested in a work that they have to put in 5 to 10 hours a week at the beginning. And after that, just simple and
okay,
just 8 people.
Brilliant, Patrick. That's excellent. Thank you. That's perfect.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go now to Dan. Dan.
Hi, James.
Yeah, hi. I'd just like to hear what you're doing, just quickly, a minute or so. What are you up to with Facebook?
Yeah, okay. So the first thing I did as soon as I joined was started to follow the big hitters in Juice Plus that are successful on Facebook. So the likes of Katie, Olivia, obviously John as well. I use the Beach Money Network every day, the video that's on the Beach Money group. And then my activity on Facebook, I centralize it around the 4 higher paying activities. So I'm always sharing what I'm up to. I'm always reaching out. I'm always promoting events and organizing events. And I'm following up with people every day. I've chosen a strategy like what's been mentioned previously. I have a separate page for network marketing and I have a separate page for the health side of our business. I've profiled all of my prospects, so people I want to join my team, and then I buy a picture off of Thinkstock, say hairdressers for instance, and then I do a paid ad looking for hairdressers to join my team. And then the thing I'm working on at the moment is reaching out to local universities and local colleges to find students who are particularly strong in digital marketing. I know enough to get by, but I'm by no means an expert. I'm talking to students about joining my team and working closely with me as well on the social media side of things.
That's brilliant, Dan. Thank you very much indeed. Perfect. Let's now go, Charles. Are you there? Charles. Hi, Charles. Yeah. What are you doing, Facebook?
Just trying to create excitement, really, keeping it fun. Just looking at, you know, when you sit there and you scroll through your Facebook, what are the posts that what attracts me? You know, and I follow Katie Raven. I love all her posts because her life is what I want. So her posts kind of they inspire me. So I look at what kind of all the successful people in our business are doing, what kind of posts they're putting up, what like lifestyle they're sharing, and you know, when they're getting the likes in, they're creating that. So you know, that's what we did when we went away to Bali and Malaysia. You know, creating that and people were really enjoying it. And when I came home, a lot of people in work and people, friends of friends, were commenting and saying, "Oh gosh, I've seen all your posts and I'm not even friends with you." So it's just trying to create that excitement. Like you said, with the brand, I've got Generation Health, which is my brand, which the whole of our team use now. So we've got a Generation Health support page for our customers. So any pictures of, like, say, food, or when I go training or I train my clients, I put my Generation Health, like hashtag Generation Health. So it all links into one. And And just, you know, speaking to James in the last few weeks, you know, 99% of my customers have come from Facebook, and it's been really, really successful. But now, as far as looking for team members goes, I'm going to do what James has said, and I've got set up my own business page, and I'm going to call it My Why. And then from there, I'm going to make a series of videos, short videos, saying, you know, I've achieved with the business in the last 2 years. And then I'm going to put ads out to and look at which target audience I want to focus on. And at the moment, I want to focus on young women outside of Pembrokeshire and kind of Wales. So I'm going to be targeting those areas. And again, I think it's just looking at what is your target audience and what are they looking for. So I've got a lot of young, like teenage friends kind of thing, or not teenage, in their 20s kind of thing, and women, they like, you know, they like nice hair, like good skin and things like that. So when I put a post about how long my hair's gone with the berries and things, I got, you know, about 6 kind of berry orders from that in one day. So it's just being creative with it as well. People don't want to constantly see Juice Plus on their newsfeed. They won't even look at it. Just creating excitement and keeping it fun.
Okay, good. All right, Charles. Well, look, we're out of time now, and I know we're all thinking, look, we could talk about this for hours, and it's a Pandora's box that we've opened this evening of so much different potential, so much different possibility. I mean, some people I know are going to be completely up to speed with everything that we've discussed. They were going to be saying, yeah, I know that, it's all clear for me, and I'm running with it. Other people are going to be like, what on earth are we talking about here? But the thing is that we're all learning. So James gave some fantastic pointers about going on YouTube, going on to webinars. There is a wealth of information on the internet. If we are serious students, if we just give ourselves a little bit of time, we can learn everything that we need to know about this. So I'm sorry we haven't been able to get round everybody. Thank you everyone for sharing. As you can see, it's a massive topic, this, but it's something that we need to really get our head around. But let me finish with this. Remember that Jeff Roberti, who's earned $100 million from our business, did that all offline. So remember that, you know, the internet is very important, but you can still get a hell of a long way without it. But it's going to be an awful lot easier now to run with it. So thank you everyone very much indeed for your time. It's such a pleasure always to hear everyone, and we're all learning together. And if you're going to be in Cardiff on Saturday, I look forward to seeing you then. Okay, take care everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks, James.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks very much.